add something real quick, right? Because the thing that a lot of dudes understand, and it's really because enough guys don't understand enough about manhood,
right?
Is that women get hurt by mixed signals from a man because it's inside of her. It's natural for her to believe what a man says because it's natural for a man to know what he wants. You understand?
Facts.
A man is, you see what I'm saying? A man is logical by nature. So when a man says, hey, baby, this is what I want, it's the woman is inclined to believe him.
Right.
And not just believe him just believe him for face value, but believe him on an emotional level.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Especially if it's what she wants to hear.
Right.
Especially if it's what she wants to hear. But it's what she wants to hear. And in addition to that, she's the woman. And so anything, what a man says, naturally, it's for her to follow. Naturally.
Right. Exactly.
So subconsciously, she listens to a man say, hey, baby, I wanna, give love a try, or I wanna, I have feelings for you, baby, and I wanna express those feelings, and I wanna be with you, and I wanna provide for you, and I wanna show you how much I love you and how much I care. Yo, the chick starts to get seriously into that shit, bro.
Right,
you understand? Mm-hmm. And then, so because when you start saying shit like that, and then it's hard for them to believe that you just quote unquote changed your mind.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
But on the flip side, that's why bitches be changing their mind so easy. Because naturally, it's natural for a woman to fucking be like the wind. We told y'all this. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's why a female can accept her minds or her feelings changing on a dime and stop calling you or whatever, and it's okay.
Right.
Right? As opposed to when you tell her some shit like, "Oh, I love you, baby," and blah blah blah, and then you change your mind and stop calling her. You understand?
Right. Exactly.
Because it goes against their supply. Like they're not gonna fucking explain it that way. They're just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that nigga's a fuck nigga," blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. But subconsciously, it's their own mind telling them that, yo, this man was leading me down a path, and I was. Like emotionally as a female, I was willing to follow this man.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he switched up the directions on me. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like we were driving down the street and we just ran into a brick wall.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because when you understand certain things about manhood and about how you can affect a female and how you can change her life, that's when you start to take your shit more seriously. You understand? That's when you start to say to yourself, let me express to this bitch exactly what the fuck I want.
Right.
You understand? So she ain't got no fucking mixed signals, no misconstrued. There's no lying in my shit. It's all real. You understand?
Right.
And at the very least, she'll respect you. So even if it doesn't go the way that she wants, she understands that, okay, well, it went down this way, and she can at least, like, say to herself, well, he told me the truth, he didn't lie, and I have to just deal with it that way. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
I mean, not, every once in a while you might still get a crazy bitch that's going to try to ruin your life regardless because she's a woman's corn, but it's still different when a bitch can respect your word. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Now that's real talk, because, the thing is, I think I said this on my live stream the other day. I was saying that the reason why women lie, because like women will lie and manipulate and do all this other stuff, because dudes are under the impression that they'll some guys will say, well, women lie to us, so I should lie to them, and fuck that, and blah blah blah, right? And it's like you can't base your actions on how women do shit, because women are manipulative by nature, because women have to be manipulative in order to survive. That's how they fucking survive in the world.
Exactly.
That's how they do shit.
Exactly.
This is why they'll put on the makeup, which is manipulation, to attract you, so that you can be with them. That's the way they do it, right? So the thing is this, is that you as a man, you have to make sure that you're giving the woman direction. So that's why you got to be on some real shit with them, so that they can, because look, what you got to understand is that you being real is giving them a foundation for them to follow the realness. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that they don't have to actually be as manipulative and as conniving because now they have a man to fuck with. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's almost like the reason why they had to lie and be manipulative in the first place. It's like this. Let's say if you have a person who has a lot of money, right? So because you have a lot of money, you can afford certain things. So you go to the store and you purchase this food because you have the money to fucking purchase the food, right? But let's say you're poor. What you got to do? You got to pretend you got some money. You're going to walk around the store, be a little sneaky, put the shit in your pocket and run out. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't have the fucking money. If you had the money, you wouldn't have to do that.
It sounds like you did that shit before.
You know what I'm saying? Like
little nigga, imagine little Mr. Lucario growing up in Brooklyn stealing bags of chips out the store.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. But it's like if you had the shit, you wouldn't have to do that. So what happens is when a woman has a man who's real, right? Mm-hmm. She don't got to be on bullshit no more. You understand what I'm saying? She really don't got to be on bullshit no more because she has something to follow. She has a dude there that's really leading and guiding the interactions, who's giving her direction, who's upgrading her mind, who's doing all these things so that for her to survive, right? She has that leadership in order for her to fucking survive and do the things she got to do, right? And so, but the thing is, if you're a dude who's a liar all the time, if you're the dude who's fucking manipulative and you're doing all this, you know, all over the place type shit, right? What happens is she has no one to follow. So what happens is that since she sees that you're manipulative also like her, right? And a liar like how she would lie in certain situations, right? Because again, women got to lie about what? Their body count, because y'all niggas ain't going to take them seriously unless they fuck 0 dudes, right? So this is why they got to lie, right? So what happens is when she sees that you're a liar and you're manipulative, that makes her double down on her manipulative and lying nature. Because now, at first she was just like surviving on a regular day. Now she got to, you know, survive even more because now she's dealing with a fuck nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, damn, well, it's almost like when you have like a chick who, you know, like it's like her responsibility of her surviving has doubled and tripled when she's dealing with a motherfucker who she realizes is on some manipulative shit. And then therefore, that's where the drama comes in. Because what happens is that when you do some type of shit to make a chick feel like you fucked her over or you played her or you set her back or whatever the fuck it is, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like it's not like she's like, oh, well, you know what? He sucks and that was wrong of him. And I don't like him, and I'm just going to, like, be mature enough to just, like, keep it moving and not deal with him. No, she wants you to fucking hurt, bro. She wants you to suffer. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I've heard women literally say this out their mouths. Like, they wanted certain dudes to suffer. You understand what I'm saying? And so because what happens is that when she's feeling hurt, she wants you to feel the same pain. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. And so that's what happens when, you know, you're dealing with some of these, you know, chicks and you're being extremely manipulative and shit. And the funny part is, you know, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers, y'all watch dudes on YouTube who's, you know, giving out game and telling y'all how to get chicks or whatever. And you know, you got some of these dudes out here that don't really know what the fuck they're talking about. You understand? And these are dudes who, they're also liars and manipulators and all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? And then you follow that shit. Then you apply that nonsense. And then you end up being in those same situations. You understand what I'm saying? Of fucking dealing with these women who are going to bring drama to your life. Because see, the thing is this, like I've dated thousands of women. You understand what I'm saying? And I've had sex with hundreds of girls. Right? And so I've never actually had a woman really bring any type of like crazy drama. Like I've had situations where chicks sort of like were mad at me because I didn't want to see them anymore, even though I told them like, hey, you know, this is just what it is. You understand?
Right.
But they never. Right. But it was never a thing where they was like, oh, you tricked me or you manipulated me. You understand what I'm saying? Or you tried to fuck me over or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So it was never really anything like that where I was just blatantly fucking being on some bullshit to the point where a chick wanted to actually get back at me or get her revenge or whatever the fuck it is. You understand what I'm saying? Or just treat me, fucked up over some shit I did. And the reason why I didn't have that, any of those type of things is because shit was laid out. You understand? Shit was laid out. It was like, look, this is what is going on. Either we hooking up or I want to keep seeing you, or I got a wife, I got a girlfriend, whatever it is, like I let them know. You feel what I'm saying? And so what happens is that there's no drama because they know exactly what they're getting when they fuck with me. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
They know exactly what they're getting.
But Lucario, why the fuck do I have to be honest and shit, and these chicks get to be, just say whatever they want, do whatever they want, change their mind. Exactly. They could shit on me, they could reject me, they could fucking, change their number, block me, and then I have to just deal with it. Yes, you have to just deal with it. Exactly. Nigga, you're a man. That's what it is, bro.
Right.
I'm sorry, but that's what it is. That's why they have to fucking carry the baby for 9 months, and we gotta just deal with all the rest of the bullshit.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
A woman's threshold for physical pain is higher than a man's based on study. You can look it up. Right. A woman's threshold for pain is higher than a man's. You understand?
Right.
But a man's threshold for endurance is higher than a female. Meaning we can deal with uncomfortable situations longer. We can adapt to uncomfortable situations.
Exactly.
We can get hurt. We can get hurt and keep it moving.
Exactly.
So that means we can get emotionally hurt and physically hurt and keep it going because we have endurance.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So it's just that's why when I said before, when I was saying it before, I was like not enough cats understand what manhood deals with, what manhood entails. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about just having a fucking dick and telling women what to do. You understand? It's way more than that. It's about dealing with situations, about management, about logic, about fucking not succumbing to your emotions and dealing with things as because you know they're supposed to be dealt with, not because of any other reason, not because of your ego, not because of trying to make people like you and all of this other shit. No, it's like you deal with shit because you have to. Period. You understand? So yes, we have to deal with female bullshit. We have to deal with them changing their mind and being emotional and fucking lying to us. But that doesn't give us the justification to lie to them, because we're the ones with the pride and the honor. All they trying to do is survive. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're fucking opportunists by nature. That's what they're supposed to do. You understand? It's like you asking Mr. Lucario, why is water wet? Right. How come when I go outside in the rain, my clothes get soaking wet? Because that's how water is, nigga.
Exactly.
Water is wet.
Right.
Like I said, water is wet, sand is dry, and women ain't shit. Like, it's what it is. You understand? Seriously, bro. Seriously, like and again, like on the surface, it sounds like I'm disrespecting women or I'm saying something bad. But the point I'm trying to make is that you have to come to terms with the reality of the situation, so you don't put women on a pedestal and don't give them more credit and respect than you need to. Because when you start to give women more credit and respect than you need to, that affects your decision making while dealing with women.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like trusting a child to drive a car or to operate heavy machinery. It's like nobody would put a 6-year-old in charge of a crane on a fucking construction site because they're a child. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So it's the same way. You can't put a woman in charge of certain things when it can, in the concerns of your life as a man, because they're women. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk.
Because I just hear these guys. I hear them already. Oh, Lucario, fuck that, man. How come women get to do this and how come women get to do that, and we have to be this, and we got to be honorable, and we got to be responsible, and we got to make decisions, and Because that's what being a man is, man.
Right.
That's it, bro.
Right.
You understand?
Exactly. That's
like
what it is.
That shit right there. That shit right there. You have to be careful with it because that's what leads to all of this fucking, gender fluidity and gender, dysphoria. Because let's face it, it's a lot of motherfuckers out there that are depressed and angry about having to be a man.
Right. Facts.
You understand? And I'll be honest, every once in a while I look at the situation and I'll be like the other day, I'm not gonna lie, the other day I was looking at it, I was like, man, I feel like I'm alone in this world.
Right.
Even with my bitch, I feel like I'm alone in this world because I'm always the one having to fucking it's like I'm the supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm the supervisor at work. And I know for a fact that none of the employees, there might be good employees, but I know that when that bell rings and it's time to go home, all of them is going to pack up their fucking shit and go home and leave me.
Exactly.
You know
right.
I'm supervisor. I'm responsible for them, but not one of them is responsible for me. You understand?
Preach, nigga. This nigga speaking the gospel, yo. Like, that shit, man.
When 5 o'clock hit, everybody's packing up their shit and bouncing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the supervisor. I got to go over the books at night. I got to sit there for another hour, and I got to come in early the next day.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
Can I be mad at any of the employees? All I can ask is for them to do their job to the best of their ability, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because they're just employees. I manage them. I'm responsible for them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can't depend on none of them to be responsible for me. That's basically what being a man is about.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Now, are you going to let that shit